We got 10 peppers here. There's some medium ones, some really hot ones, and there's some small ones and some big ones here. It's the Miller Time Spicy Warrior Mrs. Bullcow Gauntlet. Mrs. Bullcow is on her way. There she is. Give it up, y'all, for Mrs. Bullcow in the flesh. No notification. Miller, you're on your other channel. That's why. You're on From the Heart. So you have to go from the heart to the bell. From the heart to the bell. And hit all notifications. Because they don't give no notifications for me. Unless you hit the bell and receive all. What's up, Mrs. Bullcow?
You give me some chips.
You can have chips with the hotter ones. Eat some of the little peppers first.
I just want it for fun. What's the problem?
Oh, you want chips?
I like chips.
She wants to do a food gauntlet.
I never want to do just peppers. I don't know what I'm eating.
That could be. What is that, Chris? Show it to him again. Could be a Hungarian wax. What's up, Picante Tomas? I got your guys' chips. I got a dozen chips in there for each of you. But we'll probably do 10 each. But I put them on these. The yellow corn instead of the blue corn because I'm shipping them. So they should hold together good on those. All right, Mrs. Bullcow's going in. That there is a yellow ghostly jalapeno. I think you're going to love it. It's about like my lemon ghostly jalapenos. It's just not as lemony. Mrs. Bullcow is going to town right off the bat. So she's got 10 peppers there. She started off with...
This is really good.
I think it could have been a hot Hungarian wax or a hot banana pepper. What was that first one, Miller? It was a green one. Yep. He said yep, so it was one of the two I named. Hot banana or Hungarian? Here, go to this little one next. That'll be your... Is that... It might be a spot. Okay. This one's got a spot in it, so we're going to go on to... Here.
Whatever I just ate was like...
Really good.
Kind of fruity.
There's a mamp. That's not that bad.
It was
Hungarian wax.
A little bit sweet. It was good.
Yeah, they're real good. This one just has a little spot on the side. It's probably good. I'm actually going to...
The chips help me with the seeds.
I'm going to eat this.
My good texture problem. What's this?
That little red one's good. That's a MAMP. M-A-M-P or M-A-M-M-P. Yeah, I believe the P is for Puma, but I could be mistaken. That's seeds from Mike and Tammy, something that one of their crosses. It's got sweet, fruity, but not that hot, but it's good and it's enjoyable.
Yeah, the only brown pods are like...
No, it's not brown. That was purple.
Purple. Yeah. Good.
Next up, you can go on. These ones ain't that hot. Well, there's the green ones. These are the Get Joed right here. They're like a Gournong or a Congo, and then a red hob. Go to the red hob next, or the green one. Either one. I think they're about the same heat.
A little tangy, a little earthy. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I
you guys hear that crunch? You hear that crunch on that red hob?
There's some serious crunch.
I ate one last night. It's the best red hob I've ever had. It was sweet, really good flavor. Miller, we got more pods for Miller. What do you want?
Give me a hot sauce.
You want to do a gusher?
I mean, I already tried this hob, so I might have a little flavor with it. I like the flavor of it, though.
What do you want to put in it? Here.
It's got some heat to it. I've been surprised by every habanero I've had this year. I didn't even know habaneros
I don't know what this
hot.
Here, I don't know what that is. I think that's
I mean, I didn't know they had like any kind of legitimate heat.
I think that's
this one's got some real good heat.
I think that's hellfire.
I mean, for a habanero, man.
Yeah, he did good. What's up, Kevin? Kevin's watching. Philip Extreme in the building. Espicante Tomas and La Noche, of course. Yeah, it's got a little bit. They got that. Mine was at first didn't have any heat.
Bring me a fork. I'm getting stuff all over my fingers.
Well, the rest of them have snacks. You should be fine. Here.
Thank you.
Thomas and Chris, I got your chips in the dehydrator. The post office is closed tomorrow, and that's the only day they open early is if they're open on a Monday. So I'm not going to be able to ship the stuff. But it's for Tincture Tuesday, Titan Tuesday next week, guys. Tune in. This week, tune in on the Instagram, Uncle Bull Cow Instagram page. It's going to be Roger from Hot Dang Show, Jason from Late for Work, and Chris Fagali from the Scoville unit. And they're going to be doing the first ever Gusher Challenge. And then we are going to have Miller Time Spicy Warrior and Espacante Comas are going to join us next Tuesday. Next Tuesday on the Instagram. And they're going to go head to head in a sweet and salty battle. So what I'm doing is I'm taking and splitting 2 challenges in half. So I'm actually going to send them 10, like the one chip challenges that I made, the Mrs. Bullcow ate, and so they're going to each get 10. I think I'm going to put 11 in there, just or whatever, in case a chip breaks or something. I don't know. Tiebreaker. Gornong or Congo, I think. That's from Get Jode Seeds.
Gornong or Congo. That's a crazy name.
I don't know which one it is. I know that I thought it was a Gator Jigsaw, but it's not as hot, not as earthy. And I know the only pepper I remember eating that was green like that was not that hot, was one of those 2 or both of those last year.
It's not a Gator Jigsaw.
No, we just threw the seeds over there, and Miller had the coolest Get Jode pods. I'm sorry to everybody else. It was the luck of the draw, but Miller won, first of all, that cool purple pod. And also, he got some weird stuff that we don't know what it is. And I think some of it was crosses. Because I'm like, there's no way we ate that pepper last year that had a cross. So, yeah, Miller, the Get Jode worked out.
It's good, though. I mean, I kind of like the green and the mustardy pods sometimes, especially if they're dried. I tried Pepper D dried today. It's my new favorite powder. When things are dried, they taste so different. And my favorite kind of powders are the earthy powders, even though the earthy peppers are my least favorite pods.
I got the chips in the dehydrator. Chris and Thomas they're gonna split the last jalapeno challenge that I have saved. So this is the last jalapeno challenge. You guys are gonna get 2 jalapenos of each color. And so you'll be doing, it's gonna equal a hell of a challenge, I'll tell you that, because you guys are gonna be doing 10 of the one chips, and in between you're gonna layer the chocolate jalapenos, which should make it more enjoyable. Because eating all of this chocolate, everybody that did it told me it was a lot. And even though this don't weigh, but it weighs probably the same as the Ed Curry Experience or an Nemesis bar, it's still just, they're individually wrapped, so it's kind of like you psych yourself out. But having the chocolate and then a chip, the salty, the sweet, the salty, sweet should make the challenge definitely more enjoyable to the palate, but it's still going to be brutal. It is a Titan challenge.
I totally missed everything that you just said because I was thinking about the fact that I wanted to say y'all look forward to a Pepper D challenge with that powder because I like it. And Uncle Bullcow's over here saying no. But I want to make my own, my first Miss Bullcow challenge that I make myself.
All right, we got people dropping off, Chess. They ain't seen you burning yet. They're like, she ain't even got to burn. She's eating chips. She's eating non-hot peppers.
Have you seen me? I probably haven't even eaten a full chip yet.
I know. I'm just
And you're the one that gave me these peppers.
I started you off with those ones. Now, hold on a second. We're going to try to go in order. I don't know if that's a chocolate hob or a chocolate 7-pot. Go ahead and eat the Scotch Brain next.
Maybe I eat too slow for people.
Yeah, the Scotch Brain and then go with the chocolate one.
This ain't League of Fire speed eating.
Yeah, tell that to the 4 people that just dropped off. She's doing good, guys. The video's only at 9 minutes.
You don't need to yell every time people leave.
And she didn't even. I'm not yelling. Miller's the one who
yell
yells
at me
when people
or
leave.
those people.
No, Miller don't yell. Miller he'll be live and he'll have like 5 people on, and then it'll drop to 2. He's like, all right, whatever. And then yeah, but you get sometimes you get that.
Bring me a roll of toilet paper because I forgot again. My bad. I don't know what he said this is, but it's nice. I love yellow pods.
That's a Scotch Brain. That's a Get Jode also.
Scotch Brain. Yeah, I was thinking it's either Scotch Brain or Scotch Bonnet.
Yep, it's a Get Jode too.
I get confused between a Scotch Bonnet and a Scotch Brain.
So he ended up. See, at least we're able to identify some of the Get Jode peppers. Some of them I had no clue what they were. I literally had people sending me pictures. What is this? I'm like, I don't know. I do think I did have. There was quite a bit of Apocalypse Scorpion in the Get Jode seeds, and I'll tell you what, Chocolate 7 Pot. That's an excellent. So you ate them in the right order. Perfect. She's going from mildest to hottest based off of my guesses. So the Apocalypse Scorpion was big in the Get Jode because I had a plant out front and
I love
a plant.
The Scotch Brains. They're so pretty, like a Scotch Bonnet.
I had a plant out front and a plant outside my work, and I always had to keep pods for Mrs. Bocow, like so a bag of peppers, and I had some Reapers, other stuff she didn't like, but all the Apocalypse Scorpions last year. I mean, I threw a couple here and there in sauces, but the majority of them were her munching pods.
I actually shouldn't have put hot sauce on this.
Why? Yeah, why would you do that?
I was about to say because it tastes so good by itself. I shouldn't be
Oh yeah.
tainting it with all these extra food.
Yeah, Scotch Brains are good. I'm definitely going to grow a little bit of them next year. They are good pepper. So what we're doing here, oh, he said don't exaggerate. It'll be 12 and drop down to 9. That's the same scenario. If you had 5 and it dropped to 3, right? Or be up to 15 or 20. Yeah. Well, yeah, basically. Yeah, and that's how mine goes too. I get 9 people watching. I just had 8 like after the video got rolling, and then it dropped to 4 instantly. So that's like, all right, that's half that dropped off. A third is normal. All right, Mrs. Bocow has a little burn going now. Scotch Brains are good. I bite into them sometimes. Some of them look like the MOAs. Like, so I got some MOAs that are funky looking, and sometimes I'll bite into one and say, I think it's a Scotch Bonnet, and I'll just take a big bite. Okay, it's a Scotch Brain.
I'm so sleepy. I hate eating pods when I'm sleepy. I mean, I enjoy it, but I don't have a high tolerance when I'm sleepy.
That's a big old bag of mash right there. That thing goes forever. Big old bag of mash. Hopefully it doesn't blow up tomorrow while I'm at work. And it's gonna expand. It's gonna blow up like a balloon tomorrow for sure. I might put a garbage bag around it. I've never had one actually explode, but I've had them get blown up to where they're like a balloon.
I'm lit up now.
All right, Mrs. Bocow's lit. 7 watching. See, the more you burn, the more people. Someone dropped off right when I said that. The more you burn, the more people watch. Yeah, YouTube's been kind of crazy lately. It's like
Then you burn.
I didn't prep. You ate the potatoes. I had a little bit of soup. I'm not prepped to eat like that. I can eat a couple of peppers. I was eating hot stuff all damn day. Big time.
I didn't eat all the potatoes. You know, I'd give some to the kids. They ever make enough potatoes.
Oh, I just ate a KSLS. It was way too lemony. Like when I say it tasted like Pledge. Got a new sauce for y'all. I'm not going to announce this one yet. Y'all see what it is. No, it's not pineapple. Woo!
Did you ever say what I'm eating?
There's a Scotch Brain.
This one.
Yeah.
This is not the same thing.
Oh, no, she's on to. That's the late for work in the building. That right there, guys, is we believe it's an MA Wartrix Peach. We've seen pictures. I actually have a picture of Matthew Arthur, creator of the MAs. MA stands for Matthew Arthur, creator of the Wartrix. He's got some different colored ones, and that's what they look like. Other people got different color variants. So we believe it's an MA Wartrix. It was grown last year by somebody that renames peppers, and they actually
I got some in my eye.
told 2 different completely stories where they got it from and all this other crap. So we don't know, but some people, some well knowledgeable people in the pepper group said that it is an MA Wartrix Peach. And I sent those seeds to Chris, and he's growing them, and he hooked me up with quite a few. Thank you.
Must be a hot one.
Yeah, they got good
It's
heat.
juicy. It squirted in my eye.
Very juicy, yeah. They're a little bit floral, but they're not as bad. They're I think it's probably the best.
Which one is less floral? Because when I get to floral, sometimes I'm not able to move on to another
I'd eat
new
the
pepper.
chocolate 7 pot first, even though they're both going to light you up. I don't know. The other ones get Jode.
I'm not asking which is more hot. I'm asking which
We
is more
don't know.
floral.
That red one's a get Jode. We have no clue what that is. Right, Miller? Is that your red one's a get Jode? Show them. Hold the whole thing up. That's definitely not a Reaper. That's a chocolate 7 pot. You're on the right track, Mrs.
Chocolate
Wilcox.
sounds floral and
Well, so does that thing. Looks
very,
floral.
very earthy.
That red one looks floral. So I don't know. You're going to get floral on both of them.
I'm not a floral or super crazy earthy person at all. I tap out when I eat floral and earthy, crazy earthy like the chocolate pods. I guess I wish I didn't. Whatever. I was gonna try and say the chemical that starts with a D again, but I never know if I'm saying it right. Dips of capsaicin, maybe I know.
Chocolate Bula and NK Hellhammer. We got some hot stuff coming.
This is not so bad so far.
Miller ate some of them get Joe that were red, and he said they weren't that floral, and they didn't burn that much. Then he ate a couple other ones and he said they were floral.
Usually when they are bumpy, they're
crazy.
very floral, but
Yeah. Well, you haven't gotten the
oh
placenta
no,
yet.
this one's juicing on me at the stem.
Well,
I
you
need toilet paper.
eat it fast.
Must be juicy. Woo, it's freaking hot. I don't mind the taste.
All right, so Miller said that one wasn't that hot to him. But Miller's been...
I'm already lit up. So just add them to my heat.
Yeah, that one's got that's a big pepper. It's got a big placenta.
And it is floral now.
Yeah. But most red pods to me are floral. Even I ate some Naga Moriches this year that were floral, and I was like, what the heck, man? Like last year I was eating that stuff and I didn't. But when you start tasting better peppers and you're eating them on a regular basis, like last year we were reviewing pods, okay? And we'd cut up whatever we had. This year I specifically
That one's pretty floral now.
Yeah, I specifically have been eating like the White Knights, the Bohemian Goats, and the Papadretti, like MOAs, the Scotch Brain, like all these peppers that I really like. I've been cutting them up, eating them on my breakfast every morning. So I've been eating like really good tasting pods, which most of them, not all, but most of them are under 1 million.
Maybe I like the flavor better if I mix.
You probably will. But when you eat pods that you like for a while, and you're eating stuff that's in the 700,000 Scoville range, 800,000, you're gonna get. I've been getting used to not having a lot of floral. Therefore, I'm not used to the floral, and so when I taste something that's floral, it tastes even worse than it would have.
And I've decided that we really need to eat a different variety of peppers because I'm assuming they probably they all have different levels of different chemicals because there's like 5 different types of capsaicin type stuff. They're not all called capsaicin, but 5 different chemicals in peppers.
Yeah, I don't know what that red one is, Mo. There's some more in the box. I'll slice one open and I'll taste it, and I'll probably not be able to tell, but He said it wasn't that hot, and that's what's surprising to me because it looks like it's brutal.
I actually mind the flavor of the floral red and earthy chocolate less when they're together. I like it. I like the floral and bitter better together than isolating the flavors.
I still got. Look at this here. That's freaking like 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of yellow. All the stems are taken off. I just don't have anywhere to put them. I don't have any room in my freezer. My mash jars are full. Tomorrow I'll do something with them. But yeah, man, it's been
That tastes much better. I'll have to do that from now on. Usually I cannot tolerate floral and I cannot tolerate bitter. But eating these together is good. And these aren't too floral and too bitter. The flavor's fine for red and chocolate pods. Hey, Chris.
What?
I mean, they are bitter and full, but I mean, there's some that they're just more extreme. Can you give me some salt?
You want to do a hell gusher? Here, you want some 13? That'd be real good on it.
You try Miller's 13.
Miller's 13 is, hey, Miller's 13 in my meatballs. It's the best. I'm tired of bringing sandwich meats to work on crap. So today, I made Uncle Bullcow's real New York Italian meatballs. And
we don't have any water crackers, do we?
No. I put some salt in them. And then I put some Miller's, a little bit 13 because I don't want to be too salty. But luckily they weren't. They were a little undersalted, which is good. Because then you can salt your sauce up real good. Then I was able to put a good portion of 13 in the marinara sauce. And guys, let me tell you, I got me some rolls, some hoagie rolls. I'm going to be eating some meatball subs tomorrow and the next day at work. When I make my meatballs, so pay attention, guys. If you want to make them, if you want to reference this video for this recipe, your mind will be blown. I do 1 pound of ground beef, organic ground beef, grass-fed beef, whatever, and 1 pound of ground veal. Now, a lot of people, they do veal, pork, and beef. I leave the pork out because the pork can, matter on how much fat's in it, it can make the meatballs taste like Italian sausage, and you don't want that. But half and half. And then I use organic panko breadcrumbs, 2 eggs, garlic, onion, and you're going to put 2 teaspoons for that amount, 2 teaspoons of salt, and some milk, and soak your breadcrumbs and all that stuff first. Then throw your meats in, mix them up. You will get the perfect meatballs. You will never, ever want to eat any other kind of meatball again after that. And your marinara, use Formanos or Cento, C-E-N-T-O. Chunky crushed tomatoes, 2 cans. And then I put a little Carolina Reaper powder.
Tell about Miller's Flames of Fire for the people who might watch this video later that don't know anything about it.
What?
Miller's 13 Flames of Fire.
So she's got Miller's 13 right now, 13 Flames of Fire seasoning she's throwing on there. This stuff is my favorite seasoning, hands down. I use the original gangster in everything every day. I use the everything Louisiana on my home fries, fish and chips, French fries. I mean, I put that on a lot of stuff too. The whole shebang I use on meat. The only thing is Mrs. Bocow doesn't eat meat, and I don't eat meat as much that often. But when I do, the whole shebang. But the 13, I'll put that on anything. I put that on breakfast. Now it will smoke. You will choke out your family if you cook it, if you blacken with it. You want to do a gusher?
Oh, mate.
I just gave you. Hold on. The toilet paper expenses in this house are high.
Thank you.
You want to do an Omega gusher?
Omega.
That way these guys can know what they're getting.
No, I told you I let the girls eat some of my potatoes.
Yeah.
Potatoes were tiny.
No, I'm not giving you none of that.
And then the soup. That probably's not going to help.
Well, the barley will help, but not.
Barely.
Why'd you give them potatoes? I had food. They already had their own.
Because
food.
I'm their mother. And those potatoes are nutritious.
Here, I'll
They're-
tell you what, you can eat
They're the most nutritious sweet potato that exists.
No,
Because
I'm
at this
I'm
time,
not giving you. You ain't getting no tincture.
they're more
tonight.
nutritious.
If you get tincture, you're gonna be up all night. She ate those 20 chips the other day, and she got wrecked. Like she handled them good, but then her stomach got her, and
I didn't sleep till 5 o'clock that day.
yeah, that was.
I handled them, but my stomach was like not okay. But they were good. I mean, when I was like talking about the flavor, it's because it's a spicy challenge. So if it's to make it hot enough, it's gonna be very, very pepper forward.
Miller, those got your name all over them.
But it was good. It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I hope these ship all right. I'm gonna try to pack them. I'm gonna
So I ate the whole thing, and then it was killing me.
I just have to be careful how I dehydrate them because they're in there on a higher temperature.
I got my tear. Those peppers were hot. My tolerance is a little bit back up, so I'm not crying till now. But they had some good heat to them.
So I put the dehydrator on 150 for half an hour, and I dropped it to 135 just now for another half an hour. Then I will drop it down to like 110 or so, 115 for half an hour.
I got another tear.
That will make sure that those are, yeah. You
My
want
tear dropped.
You want any more pods, or are you done?
My stomach just not prepped to keep going and going and going.
Yeah, I think your stomach's prepped for what you did, for sure. You're going to be fine. I just don't think that you're prepped to do much more.
Yeah, speaking of, I'm going to try and eat this potato to try and help myself. My stomach feels fine so far, but I'm going to tell you how I feel later.
All right, guys, so what do we got coming up in the works? Jason, I believe Late for Work has a new challenge coming out, Scorcher Torture 3.0. Me and Sergeant Dunn we're supposed to, and we've talked about coming out with another Raging Bull, but we just haven't made a decision on that yet. So that's going to be a little while if we do even do it. He wanted something more for the general public, but chili heads are going to get it if I make it for the general public, and they're going to say, it's like I made challenges that weren't that bad. Like
if it's a challenge,
the Chex Mix wasn't that bad.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of not weird, but it's not as fun making it for the general public.
Well, geez, some of these guys' tolerance.
A lower level challenge.
Yeah, some of these guys
lower level.
Yeah, some of these guys' tolerance are, but when I make them, of course, everyone's different.
There needs to be challenges for the lower levels. So.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Everybody's got to have some fun.
Yeah. I'm going to make some of these chips that I'm making for Miller and Thomas right now. I'm going to make some of them. I'm going to make some more of them sometime to just bring out in the public with me and ask people if they've done the one chip challenge. Mine tastes better. Of course, it's got tincture on it. And a lot of powder, so it's going to have some, some bitter notes to it, but definitely not as bad. That one chip challenge was disgusting. It didn't even taste like food. It was just like, it felt like I was eating a piece of burnt plastic. But so
I'm burning.
You're burning
good? A perfect burn, like in a good way. Like I'm maxed out, but I feel it's a good burn. I love it. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Chris.
But whatever the case may be,
that's a perfect amount of pods for me.
You want to?
Any more, I'd just be miserable. Any less, I would have been like bored.
You want a yellow pod?
Okay.
All right. So here's the deal. We've got Tuesday night. It's 2 nights from tonight. We tune in, guys. Do not miss this. It's going to be the first ever Gusher challenge. It's going to be Miller said I ended up doing that even when I was having stomach problems at the time. Yeah, Miller was spared the challenges last year
He did
because
what?
actually no, I sent Miller the fudge.
Oh, fudge.
And then he missed a couple, and then I gave him the just choose who does the challenges wisely. Exactly, Thomas. That's the one thing that we talked about is custom catering challenges to people, like saying, hey, this is for beginners. The only reason we're calling it a challenge is because it is for
What
people.
is this?
Huh?
Is it just because I ate bitter and floral that this does not taste good? Usually these taste good.
That's a yellow fever.
Yellow fever don't taste good?
I just grabbed it and I was like, here, she's going to take it.
Give me something that tastes good.
They do taste good. It's just hot. I mean, they got a little more floral than other yellow pods, but
there's nothing else that's really hot that tastes good.
Yeah, but that's the hottest yellow pod.
I was just surprised.
Guys, comment below whether you're watching this live or you're watching it later. Comment below what's the hottest yellow pod you've ever had. Because
this is Hellfire, right?
Some people said yellow 7-pot primos. I would disagree there because I've had yellow 7-pots that were hot, pretty damn hot, but not consistently. I've ate enough of them to where I don't know. I think to me they're about the same heat as a yellow Reaper. Just to me, that's my personal opinion. Comment below what your the hottest yellow pod that you've ever eaten. I would say the T-Rex yellow.
The T-Rex yellow scorpion that I ate while I was riding the bull.
No, not yellow scorpion.
It's hot as hell.
Don't sound like Chase now. Adding extra stuff in there. It's a T-Rex yellow.
What the hell?
I know you asked me afterwards, and then I forgot to tell you no.
Well, you should have answered me. Because I already put that on something.
It's okay. It's just a T-Rex yellow. But
I could have sworn you said scorpion that day.
No.
That was I wasn't paying attention.
But the T-Rex yellow, I would say, I think the T-Rex yellow tastes better. Definitely tastes better than the yellow fever. But I'd say that's up there. The T-Rex yellow, I'd say.
Yeah, it tasted all right.
Thomas said the yellow Reaper and 7-pot yellow are the same. He said that on the video, just joking, talking about the Primo versus the Reaper, but the yellow. And I was like, I thought they were the same, but I really did. Like, because sometimes I can't tell the difference. I mean, like, I got some right here, right now.
Funny.
So, hold on.
Do you want to talk to them about what we've been brainstorming on as SG?
So I know this is small, but this is a yellow 7-pot Primo. That's a yellow Reaper. But anyways, so
it's weird when I'm eating the peppers. The hot sauce don't taste good.
No.
I like the hot sauce when I'm not eating the peppers.
I'll give you a little T-Rex to get that taste out of your mouth of the yellow fever. Just a little cute little baby here. So I think that the yellow T-Rex is up there, but yellow fever has. At one point last year, man, yellow fever was actually made my top 10 list. It wrecked me so bad. And I've eaten some this season. I do not particularly like them. The flavor of the yellow fever as much as the other yellow pods, but then again, that's what comes with the territory.
Oh, no.
When you get something that's really hot, you're gonna get the floral
I'm dropping
notes.
tears steady.
And the
I got
bitter
tears
notes.
just streaming down my face. I'm only showing you some of them.
You're gonna get the floral notes and the bitter notes most of the time with the hotter you go. With that said,
That's not a good flavor. I do not like
the yellow fever.
yellow fever.
No, I like them dehydrated. I love them. That's what made my
You should have gave me a T-Rex in the first place.
That's what made my mellow yellow hot.
My mouth tastes bad now.
Oh, yellow brain strain, good one, Thomas. Yeah, yellow brain strain's pretty freaking rough, man. It's a hot pepper.
If you wanted me to eat more peppers, you shouldn't have given me a bad taste one. You know, I can eat heat. But I tap out at bad flavors.
I'm wondering if I got a brain strain over here. I don't think I do. No, I don't think I have a yellow brain strain on hand. This one could be.
All of Miller's pods tasted good. I wasn't tapping out.
This could be a yellow brain right
flavors
there.
were good.
That could be a yellow brain. You want some of this?
What is it?
Yellow brain strain. Yeah, it's a yellow brain. I think.
It's probably still going to taste bad now. I have that nasty flavor in my mouth.
It's a little overripe, so it doesn't really have the... It's hard to tell, man. When they get a little bit mushy like that.
I better stop. My stomach
Yeah, you better chill out.
feels like a volcano.
Yeah, brain string yellow. That's a pretty warm one. Yeah, yellow Marugas, and they're.
You want to talk to them about what we've been brainstorming on them about SG? Okay.
Not yet. We have to work out the details on that. What we do have coming up, new sauces for the next year. We've been trying some new things behind the scenes, and we have also been hybrids. The Chaos Purple Reaper. So, B-Rabbit, I grew that this year. I heard that it wasn't floral and wasn't bitter at all. I grew it and I gave someone else a plant. He grew outside in the garden. I had double top mine. It was like a bonsai almost. So I had 2 different growing conditions, 2 different size peppers. They did have some floral and bitter to them. So it wasn't what I expected, but
I ate enough that loosened up my neck.
it wasn't disgusting, the Chaos Purple Reaper, but I did, like I said, it's all right. It's not a bad pepper. It just caught me off guard because it was advertised as not having any bitter or floral notes to it.
I can never relax my neck muscle.
Oh, Patrick Wolf.
I eat super spicy.
Patrick Wolf said Omega. Exactly what I
I
expected
don't know if y'all
it
can
to
see
be.
my tears, but
What are you hoping it was? Patrick, it's hot, isn't it? Yeah. This is the hottest damn tincture. You want to pull this on your tongue? Just not swallow it.
Tincture don't taste good after a very bitter
This
pod.
tastes real good. This is the hottest and one of the best tasting pepper forward tinctures I've had. This is the hottest one. But it's not.
If you want me to eat something, you get me some pineapple hot sauce. That sounds really spicy, but you know I like some fruity. Peach.
Yeah. Don't spill it. It's a big container. You can dip the
Can you
chips
hand
in
me I don't want to dip directly in it. I'll put it in my little gauntlet bowl. Could you bring me a paper towel?
New Omega. Yeah, Thomas.
And a spoon.
I made a very small batch of it. I got a bottle set aside for you. It was 2 people that didn't get it last year. You, and I don't think you did. No, you and Patrick. I don't have any more. I got a little bit for Mrs. Bocow. But Thomas, I got you a bottle sitting right here.
I had this peach.
I actually have two 15 milliliters left.
Okay,
I don't remember. I don't remember what I was doing with the other one.
Please.
Well, I got the one. The guys are getting 3 for tomorrow. They got 3 right now for the Gusher challenge. I got 1 for Thomas. The other one's for Patrick.
Okay, think like a spoon, baby.
What do you want from me, woman?
You're the one who want me to eat.
I don't have a spoon. Hold on.
They're in the dishwasher. Thank you.
Everybody just jumped
This
off.
peach. Yeah, because I'm not eating. Trying to help you out by eating.
All right, whatever, Thomas. It don't matter. You know how we rock, man. I will be sending Miller and Thomas. I'll be sending your guys stuff out this week. I'm gonna have to go to another post office that opens early, or I'll have to get out of work early. Patrick said that Gusher challenge is going to be awesome. Patrick, you're on Instagram, right? Watch it out if you're not. Make an account just to watch that.
This peach sauce. Have you told him about this?
No, you just reveal it to everybody. I wasn't going to tell anybody about it yet.
I didn't know.
I know.
What's the matter?
It doesn't really. All right, since she broke it because I'm the labels. I haven't got the labels made yet or nothing. I'm not releasing it yet. This right here is the new Peach Reaper sauce. It is killer. We made one last year. We made one, but we used Red Reaper and organic peaches. It's not syrupy like the corn syrup, sweet, overly sweet peach. Like a lot of peach sauces are disgusting. I don't like them. I wanted to make one. I made one, but I used Red Reapers. Red Reapers have floralness and they have bitterness quite a bit. The sauce really wasn't bad, but me being oversensitive to bitter and floral, it tasted a little bit not to my perfection. My friend, he sent one to his brother up in New York, and I sent my brother the rest of them. They loved it. I said I was going to remake it sometime with different pods, and guess what?
It was the same thing?
I had peppers. That's the same thing I made, but I used all yellow Reapers in it.
These are more
It
spicy
is
warrior.
freaking slamming. It's so good. A little bit less hot than the Red Reaper. Not much. The Red Reaper one was brutal, but it's less hot. It's probably about the same heat as the pineapple sauce. About the same sweetness as the blueberry and the pineapple. Definitely not sweeter than those two though. It's perfect. So yeah, we made the yellow Reaper peach sauce, and we're thinking it might.
If you want me to put tincture with the hot sauce, it'll probably taste better.
I don't know. No, I don't want you doing any tink right now. It's too much. You just did all that. I don't want you getting. You're good. If you keep eating like anything at this point, you're probably gonna get cat cramps. I didn't know you gave the potatoes to the kids.
Okay, well I'm gonna stop eating after this, I guess, so I won't die. I didn't get much sleep last night. I have a baby, so.
Miller said she had a brother. Did you know that, Chas?
What?
That she had a brother?
Who?
She. It was his voice text. He meant to say appreciate it, brother, but it said she had a brother. That's right. So anyways, yeah, we're all just mukbang right now, man. Mukbang, just eat, good amount of food while you're talking to the audience. We love you guys. We're glad you jumped on. Like I said, this Tuesday, Jason, Chris, Roger, on Instagram, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't be late. Watch as they're gonna do a gusher challenge. And we are gonna and we're not gonna sit there. There's some big pods. There's a couple big pods in there, but most of them are medium or small size. I made sure of that. These are all peppers I grew that taste really good. Now they were picked Wednesday because we were going to do the challenge. Originally, we were going to have it scheduled for last night. But we had to push it back. So the pods will still be good. They just, they won't be as fresh as if we did it last night. But so they got some good pods, man. Good. There's different varieties. There's caramels, chocolates, greens, and yellows and peaches. So they're going to have a wide variety of tastes to go along with the tincture. There's Omega tincture, which is 24 different peppers. One of them being Hellhammers that was infused with capsaicin crystal tincture at the time of drying, which adds extra. People are like, why would you do that? Why not? Because I'm a jerk. That's why.
I forgot that y'all were doing Scoville, Jason, and Rob were doing their thing together on Tincture Tuesday. So
I'm going to let you put one drop on your
tongue. So I was asking Rob if he wanted to
No, don't say it. No, don't say it. I don't want. Just put one drop on your tongue. I want you to gauge how hot it is.
Why can't I say nothing?
You can, but don't say what you were talking to Roger about because it's YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't put this in the chips. Now it tastes good, right? It's pepper forward. I think it tastes better.
It tastes very good for a tink.
Yeah, it tastes better than last year's Omega because I took this Maruga Scorpion out of the equation.
It's pepper forward, but it has another flavor. What's the other flavor?
Nothing, just pepper.
I thought it tastes so good that I actually thought there was a flavor in it.
No, it's
I
just
don't know why
peppers.
it tastes
It's just better. It's just
better peppers.
It's last year we put some ghost powder it was old, so it was like browner color, and then we had put some Maruga Scorpion powder in the Omega. The Omega was brutally hot. It was good, mostly a tongue burn though. But I was satisfied with it. But like I said, I didn't want to. I took those
Oh, my stomach's.
Yeah, you better be careful. How's the burn on that on the tongue? I know we only did a little bit, but
I only did a little bit, so I don't even feel it.
you don't even feel it?
But I mean, I feel it. But I was already dropping tears, and I just ate pepper. I was eating the rest of them pods a second ago. It was up there. It was up there at pod level, though. I mean, it tasted like I ate another pod, a hot one, a very hot pod.
It tastes a lot like Omega from last year.
It tastes very good.
It tastes like last year's Omega.
It actually tastes. I thought after eating pods, it was gonna taste bad because the hot sauce was tasting bad to me, and the good tasting pods were tasting better than the hot sauce. But that actually tasted really good, even though I didn't eat pods. It tasted really good.
Patrick is the first one to try it. This year's Omega. I did not make a big batch of it. I don't
usually like the flavor.
I literally only made it for Patrick, and I saved a bottle for Thomas because Thomas didn't get it last year. Patrick asked me about it last year after I sent it all out.
I'm noticing the burn better now. I can tell if I'd done more of it, mine would be crazy on fire.
Yeah, that's the difference between last year. It was as soon as you put it on your tongue started burning. This one is a builder.
Yeah, it must be.
It's like it doesn't hit you right away. Now, I know I can gauge how hot the Omega is in my coffee. So I was doing a 15 milliliter full glass of most tinctures, even the Hellhammer. I think the Hellhammer is my favorite tasting pepper forward tink I've had. That the one Kemp's made. That was really good. Now the heat's kidding me on that tincture. I just took some on the tongue. It's weird. It took a while. That one, for some reason, somehow he pulled it off like that. It just that tincture was top notch, flavor wise. But I've had a bunch of other ones that the Mountain Doom from Late for Work.
Everybody say what your favorite tincture.
Pepper forward, really good, and stupid hot. And that one there, and Miller's on the tongue. Jason's Late for Work's tink was the worst burn I've had. Taking one single drop.
Spicy Warrior and
but up there with it, this is that damn Warrior Wasp from Miller. In coffee, the Warrior Wasp took the cake until I made this one. But do remember, I put crystal infused tincture on.
What's that stuff that Jason made that knocked me out?
It's not, I did it. I'm not claiming this is all
natural.
There's
a lot of good tinks this year.
It's mostly natural, but
I say this year like I had another year. I had another year of tinks, but everyone was talking about like these tinks that people were creating were hotter than usual. So that's what I'm going on.
Yeah, Warrior Wasp was lit, man. Yeah, so there were some good tinks last year. I mean, we had a lot of hot ones. The flavored ones, man. Ink Gardener took the cake on that. Jason got some good flavored ones out too.
Yeah, Ink Gardener's. What is it called?
Every damn tink I had from them was.
No, I like them all, but there's one that was my favorite.
Warcry.
Warcry, that was my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, I got some right there.
Ooh, you've been holding out.
No, it's been sitting right there. You just didn't see it.
Sweet.
Warcry and the Riddler, the Triple X chocolate, the Betty White.
Jason's knocked me on my butt.
Yeah, Jason.
Sergeant Dunn's that Jason made me puke.
I think Jason wins the Tink Award for 2022 for hottest natural tink.
Yep. Because one made me puke and one made me.
I made the face off.
Not be able to feel my entire body.
I made the face off, and I'll say the face off is up there. It's up there. It's up there. I think.
I don't remember what's face off.
The one that I made like a couple.
Oh
weeks
yeah,
ago.
Yours. I had a really high tolerance when I tried yours. Sorry about that. Yeah, when I tried Chris's face off, it didn't make a big impact on me because I was eating Hellhammers all day, every day. Then
I think
train like 4 or 5 Hellhammers and then other peppers on top of it, so I could train for the competition I was being in. So my tolerance was at a all-time high then.
The face off I think is the best up there with the Hellhammer tincture as far as best tasting for super hot. Yeah, Patrick says face off was up there too. Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, I literally was going for a super hot tank. There was no crystal in that at all. Oh, Thomas said the mellow yellow was hotter. Nah, man, let me tell you something. The mellow yellow was no joke, man. That had all them yellow pods in it, and people were like, they, I mean, when I tasted it, I was like, holy cow! But the mellow yellow, we did put more powder in to suffice for the mild because the peppers were milder. But
It tasted good.
yeah, I don't.
I don't remember what the taste sauce it tasted like. I remember that it didn't light me up a whole lot, but because my tolerance was so damn high though. That's the only time my tolerance has been very, very, very high. Usually, I don't push myself with any kind of like serious. I don't like continually do seriously hot challenges or eat gauntlets that are very large or anything. I just I'm his guinea pig once in a while for like his challenges, but there's a few and far between, and I just eat a moderate amount all day. Well, it's a lot for most people, but it's not like some people who keep their tolerance at challenge ready more like Steve. Steve seems like for a while he was keeping his tolerance at challenge level. There's some other people that do like Scoville unit, obviously. I didn't know if y'all could please just drop some comments though about any advice y'all have, because I just eat. I like hot stuff, so I just eat it all day, every day, all day long, except for days that I just don't eat a lot. Once in a while, I'll take a day where I just don't eat much food, but when I'm eating food, I'm eating hot peppers. But when I was training for the pepper eating competition, I was training so well that I got very, very, very sick. And then I backed off so much that my tolerance got very, very, very low. And I just kept I usually I always eat peppers with my food, and I never eat peppers by themselves. But because I wanted to train, I kept not eating the peppers with my food so I could save it till afterwards so I could get used to the flavor and texture and heat. But I kept not doing that. I kept forgetting, so my tolerance got really, really low. So anyways, and then when I tried to get it back up before the challenge, I got it up pretty fast, and I didn't know it could drop low that fast, and I didn't know it could get high that fast. So could y'all just please tell me a little more about like that, what your opinion is on how fast it will get low and how fast it will get high, so I'll get an idea for in the future if I want to do any more challenges, or if I'm doing something by Uncle Bull Cow or a Gauntlet or whatever. Just give me some little common sense tips, because I'm still very much a novice at this. I don't know any of the things that other people know. And I'm trying to eat back off the peppers because I've gained a lot of weight, and I'm not feeling that. So I'm going to be trying to back off a little bit, but I want to know how much I should not back off, because I don't want to get my tolerance too low. But anyways, y'all just give me some little tips.
All right, y'all, we're going to get going. We're on an hour right now. Thank you guys for watching. If you could, go back and hit that. What's up? Yeah, heat my shorts. She just talking about you.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, she just was talking about you. What's up, Steve? Glad to see you on, man. We're at the end of the video, though. She just did a little pepper gauntlet from Miller. Miller sent us some really nice pods. And there's many different colors and flavors and heat levels in there. And she rocked it, It
was tasty.
It was tasty, yeah. She rocked it and ate some more.
I'm not good at gauntlets if they taste good, and I made it through the whole thing because of the taste.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't taste good.
But we're gonna get going. Steve, we'll get a Canada, Titan going soon. Yeah, so we're gonna do something. We're gonna try to do something. Maybe we'll get you and Pitbull. I don't know if Pitbull's got Instagram or not.
What we were just saying, in case you didn't see it since you got here, I was just commenting on. I just happened to name two people that I thought were keeping their tolerance up pretty consistently, and I was saying you and Scoville seem to do that for a while at least. I don't know what you're doing now. But
You can just handle.
I was just trying to get
any given
tips.
day, though.
I was just trying to get. Yeah, he said you could just handle it even if on any time. But I was just trying to get tips on training and how to keep your tolerance up and stuff like that. I mean, I know how to keep my tolerance up, but I'm confused at how fast it goes, like how fast your tolerance will go down, how fast it will go up, and I'm just looking for any tips that you think like somebody might not know that's just getting into this stuff. Because we've only been in it a year. I've only been doing stuff a year, and I can't know what I don't know. So if there's anything that you think that I might just have no clue about, please comment so I can learn. I hope y'all have a good night.
Good night, everybody. We love you guys. We'll see you Tuesday night on Titan Tuesday, Tincture Tuesday, but of course there's tincture involved. You already know that. Titan Tuesday on the Uncle Bull Cow Instagram page. Hot Dang Show. Late for work. Scoville unit will be battling it out in a Gusher challenge, the first ever of its kind. The next Tuesday, the Sweet and Salty Challenge. Miller, Spicy Warrior versus Espacante Tomas and La Noche.